Welcome back to Biju's Grammar Hub. Today I am discussing Essay on Man, Episode 1, Section 2 by Alexander Pope. Alexander Pope was born in 1688 and he died in 1744. He is regarded as a representative poet of the neoclassical age. The age is also known as Augustan Age. The term Augustan was actually derived from the Roman Emperor Augustus Caesar. The age is also called neoclassical because of the reverence for the classical writers that led to the revival of the classical forms in art and literature. He was a Roman Catholic, and so he had to face many restrictions in Protestant England. So he took his lessons informally from his aunt and a family priest. This particular age was influenced by Newtonian theories. Pope perfected the use of heroic couplet. The Essay on Man was published in 1733-1734. It was dedicated to Henry St. John, 1st Viscount of Bolingbroke. The essay, written in heroic couplets, comprises 4 epistles. Epistle 1 deals with man in relation to the universe. Epistle 2nd deals with man in relation to himself. And the 3rd epistle deals with man in relation to society, and the 4th, man in relation to happiness. Actually, Pope began work on it in 1729 and had published the first 3 epistles by 1731. And they appeared in 1733, and the 4th epistle was published in 1734. This is a philosophical poem, and here in this poem, Alexander Pope tries to vindicate the ways of God to man. This poem is in fact an attack on men who fail to follow nature's path and to understand his place in the great chain of beings. Okay, this is really a philosophical poem. Okay, and here Pope argues that to justify God's ways to man must necessarily justify his ways in relation to other things. In this section, he argues that man can only understand the universe with regard to human systems and constructions because he is ignorant of the greater relationships between God's creations. The first epistle looks at man's relation to the universe in order to present the concept of harmony that is referred to throughout the rest of the poem. Pope explains that human beings cannot come to fully understand their purpose in life by using only their mental faculties. Although humanity is at the top of the fixed hierarchy of the natural world, there are many things we cannot know, and so we must not attempt to become godlike. Human beings must accept that their existence is the result of a perfect creator who created everything as perfectly as it can possibly be. In section 1, the poet argues that man knows about the universe with his limited knowledge, and so he cannot understand the systems and constructions of God. Okay, human beings are unaware of the grand relationship between God and his creations. The speaker states that God may have other worlds to think about and observe. Humans, however, can only see the world from their own points of view. People do not understand the reason for their weakness. They cannot understand why an oak is stronger than the weeds beneath it. The speaker writes that God hides the future from human beings. And so God has given all people the gift of not knowing the future so that people may have hope. Today's slave will be tomorrow's king. There is a natural order in the universe. Every creature has a purpose. And so there is a purpose behind every creation. If all other creatures are happy with their life, why should humans be unhappy? And here in this point, the speaker discusses the vast chain of being which man cannot comprehend so easily. The chain includes organisms too small to see, creatures of the heaven and the ocean, and creatures superior and inferior to people. If one link in this great chain was missing, all existence would be in danger. Even the heaven would fall if the lowest creatures were eliminated from the vast chain. All parts of people's bodies work together. Similarly, every creature in the universe is important to the whole. So, man should not bemoan his place in the world. Alexander Pope writes that man should believe in God's power. People should have strong faith in God. Everything moves according to God's plan. So we should never blame God. This is all about the poem Essay on Man, Epistle 1, Section 2. If you like this class, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you for watching my video.